can you hear me okay? I've decided to go live straight through Facebook. I think you can hear me now. It was giving me some kind of wheel of doom. I've decided to go live straight through Facebook because StreamYard was being a bit glitchy last week. So we'll see if this is any better. So how are we doing? Let me know. I think I should be able to see the comments directly this time, which will be good. And today is the first awakening practice for our new quarter. So this new quarter is all about spiritual metaphysics, which is the study of, it's like the science behind spirituality. And there's so many different books around this and so many inspiring books around this. And we will be diving into a few of them during our time together during this quarter. So the first book on the recommended reading list for this month is The Magician's Way. And I would love to know if anyone has started reading it. Let me know. And do you know what? It's not showing me the comments. So let me see. Say hello if you hop on so I can see if the comments are working. And let me know if you can see me okay and it's not too glitchy. If it is, I might nip over to StreamYard. But fingers crossed, this is going to be okay. No, not that one. Give me a moment to find us. There we go. 3 comments. Fabulous. Can you hear and see me okay? It's not being weird. It's not being glitchy. Let me know. So, because it's a new quarter, I am using different cards. We have got the Wisdom of the Oracle cards this quarter. I keep using the word quarter, it seems weird. Which we will be getting to know. These are a beautiful deck of cards. Lots of wisdom within. So let's see what they have to say today. There seems to be a lot jumping. It feels like there's lots that wants to come through in this deck. Probably because I haven't used them for a long time. Yeah, I even personally have been using the chakra cards quite a lot, and because we were using them so much in the membership. And I was really enjoying getting to know them. Not sure if that one wanted to jump or not, so I'm gonna, that one definitely did. Oh, do you know, and I've had this one before not that long ago. I don't know if you can see. Do you know, this camera seems a bit blurry. I might see if I can give my camera a quick clean. Well, actually no, it looks fine on there. Perhaps it's just on here. So, Fork in the Road, number 13. Number 13 is a sacred number because it is the amount of moons we have in a year, it's the amount of cycles a woman has in a year. There's obviously Friday the 13th, which was, you know, a horrible day where women were persecuted for generally having their own mind and having an opinion. Healer women were punished. But I was born on Friday the 13th, so to me it's also a happy day. So our card for today, Fork in the Road. Time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and you're being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less travelled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroads. Take heart as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. Let me know. Is anyone feeling like they're in a fork in the road at the moment? I would love to know whether that resonates with you. And actually, if you see the picture, it's a really strange one, actually. It's got a picture of a llama, but with horns attached to it, and a monkey on a fork. So I would love to know if that resonates with anyone. Really interesting card. So, one of the key things in spiritual metaphysics is this idea that we have a vibration or a frequency. We give off an energy, and actually this can be measured. There's I'll share some research that where they can actually measure this. They can measure this in the world, and they can see before things generally are going to happen, often with weather systems, but everything is energy, so we pick up on that as well. And the energy of the world is changing, and I think we all know that. We can all feel that, how it's evolved and shifted over time. But the idea is that we want to raise our level of vibration so that we can operate from that place where, and you can feel it, those people that walk into a room and they have just a really good vibration about them, and people just navigate towards them. You know, you can call it charisma, you can call it, you know, vibration, attraction, and energy. But there's a feeling, you can feel it in your body when someone just draws you in. And this level of vibration, energy, also attracts to us the things that we want and not the things that we don't want. So we want to be operating from that higher state of consciousness, that higher state of vibration. And we will go into this in a lot more detail in the trainings for this quarter, around the levels of awareness and the levels of consciousness, and the effect of all of those. But just for today, I wanted to share a practice with you which we've done probably in different ways before, because one of the ways that I've noticed that I can really shift my energy quicker than any other is tapping into a place of a deep sense of gratitude. So that's going to be our awakening practice today. Oh, I love that, Tam. Comforting to know that whatever road you take, it will be of benefit. Of course, the universe works for you, not against you. And that is one of the other lessons we will certainly be looking at during this quarter, this idea that we're here for a reason, and even the challenging times give us something. They teach us something about ourselves. They help us move through our own destructive patterns. They allow us to form things like healthy boundaries. And I know that the times that I've kind of up-leveled my level of consciousness have often been off the back of something which someone else may term as negative or bad or difficult. And don't get me wrong, it was difficult and there was frustration involved, but off the back of those really difficult times, something amazing came from them. You know, whether that was something, generally something within changed, and I just thought, I'm not tolerating that anymore, I'm not doing that anymore. And that's, from my opinion, that's what the universe does. It gives us opportunities to grow and shift and up-level our level of consciousness. So, I invite you to get comfy, get a little nest ready, do whatever you need to do. I am coming to you from a different area of my house today. And on a completely separate note, I might paint this later on today, although I do also want to paint my kitchen. So it could be an interesting day. While the husband's away, he's going to come back and be like, what have you done? Bless him. He's used to me now. Okay, So as and when you're ready, taking a moment just to close your eyes and start to notice that feeling of the breath in the belly. That gentle rise and fall that happens automatically. Allow it to just pull you back into this moment. Out of the mind, into the belly. And if it helps, you can just notice the speed of the breath, the texture of the breath, the length of the breath. Just observing all these things to allow you to really come back into presence, into this moment with your body. And if at any point you get distracted by thoughts or external noise, pain in the body, that's fine. Just gently bring your awareness back to this gentle rise and fall of the breath in the belly. Not pushing anything away, not fighting distraction, but just gently allow them to be there. Keep bringing your awareness back to the breath in the belly. Relaxing into this sensation. And bringing your awareness now to the area of the heart space. And just noticing for a moment if there's anything there, any sensation, whether it's dull or vibrant, whether it feels heavy or soft. Whether it feels closed or open. And just from a place of curiosity, not trying to fix anything, not trying to change anything, just observing what's there, what's living in my heart space today. You may notice the rhythm of the breath in this area of the body. You may notice emotion lying beneath the surface. And all we need to do is just stay here, get curious. You may notice that as you observe, the sensations change. They come and go. Nothing truly static. And if there's anything there that feels uncomfortable or heavy, closed off, and just inquire into that part of you. Have a look at it. What shape does it have? What's the texture of the sensation? How large is the area of discomfort? Where does it spread to? Or is it quite small, just a tiny pinprick? Not judging it as good or bad. Just allowing it to be there. I'm beginning to further open this heart space now by bringing to mind someone who just fills your heart with joy. Someone or something that you just love unconditionally. Maybe a child, maybe a pet, maybe a niece or a nephew or a cousin. I often find that babies or children with their innocence allow us to really tap into this feeling of unconditional love. But perhaps for you it's someone or something different. Maybe a place that really connects into your heart space. Maybe it's the connection you have with the divine, God, the universe, spirit, whatever you call them. And allowing your mind to bring up everything else that you're grateful for today. Maybe the fact that you have a chair or cushion to sit on. Maybe that you have a phone or computer that you can watch this on. Maybe the roof over your head, the food in the fridge, the water running from the taps, the sea and the woods outside, the people in your life, the beautiful blue sky and that sun that shines on your skin, warming you up after a long winter. Allow those things to come to mind and notice that with each thing you think of, your heart gets a little bit bigger. That energy of gratitude gets a little bit stronger. And you feel it spread into every cell of your being, vibrating, raising your level of awareness, raising your energy. So you can almost feel it expanding outside of you, shining outwards. And taking a moment to just be grateful for yourself, for being here, for showing up, for doing this, for taking the time to realize how grateful you truly are. And sending love and gratitude to the other ladies in the group that are sharing this experience with you. Allowing our collective energy and consciousness to grow together. And you may even feel yourself receiving that back. Allowing your light to shine brighter and brighter. And take a moment to just enjoy this feeling in the body. I'll often say this for me represents that feeling of just how lucky am I. Or I can easily complain about too many things. Realistically, how lucky am I? And knowing that you can take this feeling with you throughout the rest of your day, the rest of your week, the rest of your year. Start to notice the feeling of the cushion or chair beneath you. The feeling of the air on your skin. Any sounds in the outside world that are gently calling you back before gently opening your eyes and coming back into the room. So, for me, gratitude is probably one of the most powerful practices for shifting those lower vibrational emotions or energies that can live within me. And this isn't about getting rid of bad feelings. It's important that we feel our feelings, but we don't have to believe them. We don't have to get pulled into them. We can come back to this place where we can actually see how lucky we truly are in every given moment. So, I would love to know how you found that practice today, whether you could feel that energy shifting in your body, whether you could feel that light emanating from you. I certainly feel like I've brightened it just through that practice. Oh, let's have a look at the comments. Oh, you are very welcome, Tam. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing okay. I know you've been poorly, lovely. So yeah, let me know. Share your experience. Could you feel that shift in energy? Is this something that you want to do more of? In which case, can you make this part of your daily practice? Gratitude is certainly something I'm leaning into more at the moment, and I'm really feeling the benefits. Not just, not just feeling grateful, but it affects the rest of my day. I'm more patient with the kids. I'm more patient with the work I need to do. I'm enjoying the work I need to do even more on a deeper level, which I didn't think was even possible. But when you really get to tune into that feeling of how lucky am I, then every moment starts to feel sacred. And I think ultimately that's what I aspire to. I try to bring in as much sacredness to each moment as it is. So I try to make my cup of tea sacred. I try and make my meal sacred. But gratitude allows me to keep that going a little bit longer. Oh, Tam, a little bit of a struggle today, but you sat with it. Love it. Fabulous. And you can come back to it time and time again. That's the good thing about these practices. They're not going anywhere. You've always got access to them. Fran, you experienced a lovely yellow light. Sounds like you had a bit of Reiki flow in there. Lovely. Tam, you're going to make it a staple again. You felt so much better when you were practicing gratitude daily. It does make a huge difference, doesn't it, in terms of that just lifting your energy up. Natalie, you felt a shift. Your hands were very cold, and when I connected with the angels, your hands instantly went warm, and it felt very comforting. How beautiful and lovely to have you here, hon. I know you've joined recently. We've also got a couple of other ladies that have joined recently. Huge welcome. Lovely to have you here. I've realised I forgot to close the doors to the membership, so I must do that today, because I did say I was going to do that and put the prices up. So I will do that at some point, providing I don't get distracted by painting the lounge or kitchen. Sounds like Luna wants to join in. She's just been out for a walk with my daughter. I'm very grateful for my daughters this week, because they have been taking Luna out for lots of walks, so I can get some work done, which has been wonderful. So lovelies, I will leave you with this feeling of gratitude. Enjoy. You will have another audio lesson dropping into... Excuse Luna in the background. You will have another audio lesson dropping into the platform soon. And it's all going to be around this topic of spiritual metaphysics. There's so much to dive into here. If you haven't already, I really recommend that you check out the book, The Magician's Way. If you struggle with time, then I switched over to audiobooks like a few months ago, and I am not regretting it. I'm loving it. Which I didn't think I would, because I love the feeling of the book and sitting down with a cup of tea. But actually, realistically, I'm busy, and this is a great way to get that information. Right, I'm going to go now and go settle down Luna. But lovely to see you all. Have a gorgeous week. I will see you Friday, because we have our retreat happening Friday, all around this topic. So I cannot wait to see you there. Take care. I will see you soon.